All right, so today, oh, that's not what I want to do. We're going to go over finding areas of trapezoids, rhombuses, and kites. So just a quick refresher, trapezoid is any quadrilateral with one set of parallel sides. This is a rhombus, okay? It's when you have a parallelogram with um, opposite or all four sides are congruent, I should say. And then a kite, we got two pairs of consecutive congruent sides. So trapezoid, rhombus, kite. So we're going to find areas of those today. First one I'll talk about is trapezoid. So trapezoid, it's going to be 1/2 the height, so that should be perpendicular to the bases, times the two bases added together. Remember, the bases are always the sides of the trapezoid that are parallel. Not necessarily top and bottom, okay, but they're going to be parallel to each other. And again, that height needs to make perpendicular lines here. So that's the formula for trapezoid. So let's go ahead and do an example here. So I'll write that formula down again. We have 1/2 height base 1 plus base 2. All right, so height, well, that's a problem. We don't know what it is. So right away, we're going to have to do some Pythagorean theorem here with this right triangle. We're going to go 3 squared, and we're going to call this h for height, plus h squared equals square root of 58 squared. So that would give us 9 plus h squared equals 58. So h squared would equal 49. And so h is 7. So we have 1/2 of 7 times our bases added up. So this base is 15 plus the bottom base looks like 18 and then 3, so 21. So let's see, that would give me 3.5 because that's half of 7 times, let's see, that's going to add up to 36. And so when we type that in our calculator, we get 126, and we're in area, so we have inches squared. So that's trapezoid. The other two we're going to find, are areas of rhombuses and kites. So they have the same formula, and their formula is 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So D stands for diagonals here. So either one, rhombus here, kite here, same formula. Take 1/2 times D1 times D2. So you're multiplying the diagonals times 1/2. So for example, here we have a kite, and we got to multiply our diagonals and then times it by 1/2. So we'll have 1/2. This diagonal here has a length of 7. And then this diagonal has a length of 16. And when we multiply all those out, we get 56 centimeters squared. Down here we have a rhombus. All four sides are the same. Here we have the area. We want to find x. So we know that the area, since it's a rhombus, is going to equal 1/2. And then there are two diagonals. Well, one diagonal is 9. And then the other diagonal is x. So a couple ways you could do it. I like to get rid of the fraction right away. So multiply both sides by 2. We have 108 equals 9x. And then we can divide by 9 and get 12. And we have feet here. And if you wanted to, you could have done 1/2 times 9. You would have got 4.5x equals 54. And then divide by 4.5. You'd still get the same answer. I'd ask if anyone has questions, but there's nobody to talk to. All right, number 4. Now it gets a little trickier. One diagonal of a rhombus is 4 times as big as the other. The area of the rhombus is 162 square feet. What are the lengths of the diagonals? So again, we have a rhombus, so we know that our formula for a rhombus is 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So area we know is 162. So 162 equals 1/2. One diagonal is 4 times as big as the other. So one diagonal can just be D for diagonal. If the other one's 4 times that diagonal, we write the other one as 4D. Then we solve the problem. So multiply both sides by 2. That's going to give us a grand total of 324. D times 4D, again, it's not plus, so it's not 5D. It would be 4D squared. Divide by 4. And we get 81. And then when we square root that, the one diagonal is going to be 9 feet. And then the other one, since it's 4 times that, is, so we'll say that's D1. We'll say the other one equals 4 times 9 is 36 feet. So again, figure out the formula you're using, plug in what you know, and go. Here, we got a trapezoid now, and we're supposed to be finding this base. So again, area of a trapezoid, start with the area, 1/2 height, base plus base. So area we know is 66. 1/2. Our height is 6. So 1/2 of 6. Probably put parentheses there. And then times our bases added up. So we got 7 and x. So we'll call it x plus 7. So we can simplify that. 1/2 of 6 is 3 times x plus 7. You could distribute the 3 if you want, or you could divide both sides by 3. Get 22 equals x plus 7. Again, if you wanted to distribute and then solve, that works too. And subtract 7. So we're going to get 15 centimeters for x. So overall, nothing too complicated. Just adding a few more formulas. Again, make sure you're adding those formulas in the green boxes into your composition books. And here's your assignment for today. Just a little hint, when you get to number 48, that's a review problem. It's talking about similar triangles. So remember that similar triangles are proportional. So you have the same ratio from triangle to triangle. And that holds true with the perimeters as well. All right, so that completes 11.2. Stay tuned for more super fun geometry.